We're live. It was a very nonchalant countdown. Welcome. You've made it. We've made it. We've all made it to... Oh, Amelia's moving. March moving.
I was
Oh, yeah, you were right there. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, no. Welcome to March Mayhem. This is March, and we're playing Moot every Wednesday of the month. Mythic Odysseys of Theros, that is. For those of you who don't know what the acronym is. For the channel, those of you new here, if you are new, hello, welcome. We're glad to have you here. A few announcements. Oh, buongiorno. So just a few reminders. Other shows on the channel every Sunday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time is The Dragon of Icespire Peak, DM'd by our own Tommy Taco, and including Grizz and I as players. And then on Mondays at that same time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, it is a Morris the Homebrew campaign that stars Grizz once again and Kem, who is here as well, and DM'd by Igua. Other than that, we just have a few housekeeping things for this campaign. So something special we're doing for Mythic Odysseys of Theros this month. Grizz came to me. He says, "Hey, Sharp, this game's too easy, okay? We need to buff it up. I'm not having a difficult enough time." Mm-hmm. So, every sub that you guys give and every bit gets doubled this month because we do a thing called the Acts of Gods for this campaign, whereas for every 5 subs, a major act of God happens that could be good or bad, and for every 500 bits, it's a minor act of God, which is a little boon or bane for our characters. We do already have one major act lined up, and we are 1 sub away from another one because we have 3 points, and a sub gives you. And there we go, we got it. Dido ran it in here. Oh, she gave Kyle a
this boy.
Roundest boy.
Yeah.
Oh, he just got a kiss on screen.
Ooh. So we now have 2 major acts of God, and we'll get to those. I'm going to actually roll for those to see if they're good or bad on screen. You guys won't see the dice roll, but I will roll it and pretend like it's good or bad, you know? But other than that, I think that's everything I need to cover. Anybody else want to cover anything? Are we good to go?
I'll cover our asses.
Please do.
We have to die.
All right, so quick little intro. The last time on Mythic Odysseys of Theros, our champions were in the Skull of Vale, looking for a missing king from Akros for the sun god Heliod, and they came across the satyrs of the Skull of Vale, who ended up bringing them back to the rest of the satyr group that lived there, with some mixed feelings from the different champions that were there. Sparks found some of his old people he knew, though they don't. Well, some old people he knew. I couldn't think of the right word. Though they don't know that it is him, because he was under the disguised self, and it's been a few years, so he's matured and grown older. So even now that he has just dropped his disguised self, Clarice, the satyr that is currently with them, who was his childhood friend, still doesn't recognize him quite yet. So they did take Clarice and go towards a temple that had been taken over by a monster. When they came across two little girls in the forest, who ended up being lost souls from their bodies, and in a very quick thinking and a very kind act, they gave 2 of their soul coins to these lost souls of these little girls to allow them to pass over to the other side, as they were trying to drag Igor in as a vessel to transport themselves. So they were able to save Igor and save these 2 little girls, and then make their way towards the temple, where when they entered, they saw the sight of stone statues frozen in place with terror expressed on their face, and eventually found a small oasis lake that was in the temple, that upon unclouding the water, they saw a gorgon, a large serpent, creature with a female body and snake hair, which launched them into battle. And they were able to defeat this creature, but as she hardened and started to crack, they realized that was just her first skin. She was able to shed her skin and become a new creature, and we start the fight there.
Merely my first form.
Merely my first form. Let's get the battle music running, and we will return to the top of the turn order with this creature. As she rears up in front of you, Igor and Amelia, she will talk for the first time and say, "You will make perfect pieces to my collection." As she'll reach up, she'll sweep her hand out, and she's casting a spell. Around you, you look at these statues that were standing there, and they begin to move. Their stone pieces start to creak, though their faces stay in that horrified expression. So the four of the 5 statues that are in this room begin to move. And I will get them all on the DM layer for you. Or on the token layer, sorry. And I will give them an initiative.
You don't have to.
Doesn't sound right.
But I'm going to.
You do know that I'm out of smites.
Oh, you should have told me that.
I didn't know you were out of smites.
Yep.
I still would have done it. To be 100% honest with you. So we will. This person at 5, so it goes right above Igor. Perfect. That's where I wanted him. And that will end her turn. It is Ukra's turn.
Okay, so now I don't know how much you want this to be for how many actions. I'm going to 5, 10. I'm going to move back to Clarice.
Right.
Okay, I need you to do something for me, real quick. This does not look very well. And he reaches in and he pulls out a piece of paper. This has my address written on there. There's a man who lives there, and I need you to take, and he pulls out his 2 eggs. I need you to take these and bring them to this address in Melitese. Can you do that for me?
Roll a persuasion check for me.
Yeah, persuasion. That's a good question, ain't it? That's a good question, ain't it?
Might be.
Let me get this thing to work. Oh. Alright. 16.
She kind of cocks an eyebrow at you. It's like, it's a very strange request, but if you can handle this, and she'll take them on her. Or yeah, she'll just take them, and that'll be
okay.
That could be your turn then. Or
as I hand it to her, the ring on my hand starts to glow. The one that I got from the ritual.
Okay.
And as I'm going, my arms kind of almost like a weird it's almost like I'm reaching through a shadow as my hand goes forward, and it and sheaths her in invisibility, and I cast invisibility on her.
All right. She is invisible.
And that's my turn.
Very cool. All right. Amelia.
All right. Amelia's gonna move with this spiritual weapon with her bonus action over here and let it take a swing.
A 11 will miss, I believe. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, and then she'll use her action to swing her mace.
All right.
23.
That'll hit.
That's better. 7.
7 bludgeoning. You whack her. Anything else on your turn?
Nope. Stays
All right.
there.
The Gorgon is going to take her legendary action, and she's going to move. She doesn't like getting hit. So, if you want to take your attack, Igor, you can because you're set now.
Wait, I will Where's the +4 go? Oh, because I'm blessed. Does that hit?
13 does not hit, no.
No, I didn't think so.
And then she's gonna try. Well, it's not her turn. She can't do that yet. Sparks.
Does...
What?
Oh, no. I'll wait to ask.
Okay.
Shiza.
You now have the stone statues moving in front of you, and she's kind of moved off to the side tunnel.
God, okay, she's 45 away from. How much reach does this have? I think it's only 20, 30. Son of a gun. Okay, I need to move forward. I'll hop up on this altar here-ish, and I'm going to use 2 bird and wing a pebble at her.
That'll hit.
I do not get sneak attack though, so it's just 6 damage.
All right.
But I am then going to make it bounce and try and hit the statue. A 10?
That will not hit the statue.
Okay, I mean I tried.
Yeah, it's always good to try.
Do I have enough cover to hide where I am? I don't know what the topology is.
Yeah, I'll say you can, because I did. Yeah, there's like a sconce in front of you with a torch on it, so you can hide behind it.
Okay. Great stealth check. Nice
Good
job.
stealth check.
That's all I got.
All right. It's Clarice's turn. She is invisible, so she won't do anything else but move. 25, 30, 35, 40, and then she'll dash, and she can get essentially out. So Clarice is effectively gone. The statues all get to move now. Let me see what their plus to hit is, and that's damage. So this human who's trying to steal from the thing will move up to you, Amelia, and is going to try and hit you for an 8. Does that say?
Oh, keep going. Sorry, but yeah, I'm gonna read something really quick.
This one will move up and try to hit you as well, Amelia. 18.
Normally it would, but I've got the gift of Karametra, so no.
Oh, very nice. This one's going to move up to you, Sparks, because your stealth was not good enough, and it's going to try and hit you.
But it's so good. I'm so hidden.
How about a 20? Does that hit you?
Maybe, just maybe.
For 5 damage.
Okay, that's not too bad.
And this one will come to you as well. That's a 15.
That will hit as well.
But that one does a little more damage at 10 total.
Oi, okay. Cool.
Igor, I'm going to roll something on your turn. So, chat, you have 2 major acts of gods here. If it's a 10 or higher, something good happens right away. Something bad happens, if it's 9 or lower, something bad happens later. First roll. Igor, do you remember what you saw when you came in here and why you're here?
What I saw when I came in here?
Yes.
We were looking for mongoose.
Yes, that is. Did you see a mongoose? Did the mongods come and save us?
So when you walked in, it's been a couple weeks, so I'll refresh you. You looked at the statue that's in the middle,
Yeah.
which didn't come to life. There was a human there with a golden mask on its face that was turned to stone.
Yes.
You were sent here to find the king from Akros, who has been seen, who has been thought to have been seen in the Skull of Vale wearing a golden mask with a group of satyrs, and last was seen here. As you're remembering this, the stone above you begins to crumble, and a ray of sun shines through on the floor in front of you. And appearing within that sun ray, as if thrown from the heavens, is this. I'll give you this on the screen. I don't know if you can see it or not.
Not yet.
Okay. It's in the handout. Do I have to pop it up like this? Is this how it works? I don't think so.
I think it's show all to all players or something like that.
Yeah, hit show to all players.
Okay, because that's not showing up.
Oh, okay. Oh! I'll give it to just Igor here because it's his weapon now.
Oh my god, I am getting all of the weapons. Ah, there it is. I see it.
There's a lot to read, so.
Board.
So I should be able to show it to you all you guys too still. So let me do this so you guys can see what it looks like as well. So a large spear. I can't find Ukrit. It must be Bumblescum, that's why.
Yeah.
So this large spear that kind of is a tear shape with an orb of light in the middle of it just rams into the ground in front of Igor.
Ugh. By the gods.
Ooh.
I'll like grab it, pull it out of the ground. First I want to look to my party, especially Amelia. How's she looking?
I am unhurt. I've taken nothing.
Yeah, Amelia's fine.
I think the only people who've taken damage is I think I've sniped you a lot.
Yeah, I'm really hurt. So I wanted to know if anybody was more hurt than me though before I like healed myself.
No, you're the most hurt for sure. I mean,
Okay.
Sparks take a little bit of damage. He just got hit by two statues. So
Did you say I can throw this thing? This thing's got a lot of text.
yeah, you can throw it or you can hit with it. Up to you.
Most of the text seems to be not important at the moment.
Okay, so what I will do is I will just spear one of the statues immediately next to me first. The one to the north of Amelia there.
All right, you get a +3 to this.
I have a spear. Sorry,
So it should be
It should be 1d6.
well,
Yeah,
the D20,
D20 plus your
strength, and then +3,
Plus 3, yeah.
the +3 spear.
and proficiency, so +2 on top of that as well.
I think my internet's just being slow. There we go. My character sheet went mode. Spear +3. Pin. Boom.
And I'll get this added in later, so you can just hit a button.
Okay. Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah, you crit. That'll hit. So,
This thing I
that'll
crit.
hit.
so for damage, you'll do 2d6 normal damage, and then 2d6 on top of that, so 4d6, and then 4d8 worth of radiant damage after the crit, plus 3 for the damage. So that's the 4d6, that's 11, and then 4d8, and then add 3 on top. Yeah, this statue just obliterates in a spear of light.
Gods are with us. And then I will
That's
take
a very good start with that spear.
Yeah, yeah. I'll take bonus action. I don't have my pike anymore. That I need to make note of that because my plan was actually going to use to entangle, but that pike is what gave me the ability to entangle. So never mind. What I will do instead then is lay on. That's an act. Okay. I will use my bonus action to harness. How is that a bonus action?
I believe so. The divine harness
Yeah.
or whatever.
As a bonus action, yes. So I'll harness divine power to regain a spell slot
All right.
using my channel divinity. Oh shit! Did I already use my channel divinity? I can't remember from last time.
Might have.
Did I do like a divine sense? Or maybe I already did this.
I think you already did this.
Yeah, you
Okay.
already did this from what I remember. I remember you doing something like that.
Then never mind. That's it then. I'll move you over here, and that's it.
All right. On the top of the turn order, she's gonna move further in here, and she's gonna attempt a stealth check. Okay, she's got that. Plus. Okay. So you guys, on your turn, can attempt to make a perception check to see her after I get her off the dang screen. And it won't take your action to do it.
Okay.
Yeah. So she is hidden in that room currently.
So is this thing also a statue?
Yes, that is also a statue. That was the human statue. That was trying to steal from the sconce up the top. Who could?
He was stealing from the sconce?
Yeah,
Before I got a turn.
turn.
Before I got a turn. Okay.
For some reason, I thought it was only.
Nope, 500. I got it written down.
I am going to trust my friends here. And I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Come down here, and I am going to ice knife one of these. This guy right here.
All right, he's gonna make a roll to hit first.
Yep. Hold on, let me just.
Sparks is in that as well.
I know. That's why I said I'm going to trust my friends here because I think that he'll be fine.
Sparks passes.
I was gonna say, out of all of them, I think he's the one I'm most comfortable with shoving a nice knife in.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So that's a 20. So it's 3 damage to the guy hit, and then if they fail their dex saves, then they each also take 6 cold.
Unfortunately, they both pass with a natural 20 and a 17.
God damn. Oh, at least hit 1 for 3, I guess.
Yeah, you hit the 1 for 3 though.
Do you not take any cold damage if you save?
Takes 0, yeah, because it's a low level spell.
Ooh,
Correct.
sweet.
It's a first level spell, yep.
I'll give myself health
I was
back
launching them hoping that my friends could beat, because apparently the only people who can't beat a DC 13 saver suck is Igor.
Yep. Is my dump stat.
That's my turn.
That is Ukrit's turn. Amelia.
All right. She's gonna move her weapon up, and then 10, 20, and I guess check if she can spot the thing.
All right, roll your perception. Yes,
21.
you do see her. I will reveal her to everybody.
Nice job.
Sweet.
Perfect.
But you do have to make a con save for doing that.
Lovely. Con.
As she looks
20.
at you, and yeah, you pass it.
Ooh. Oh, I remember what I was
Hey.
going to ask. The bless. Is it just something that we keep having, or is that something that goes away?
You have it until I lose concentration or a minute is up.
Yep.
And it's always just a D4?
It's a D4 on your attacks and ability.
I think it's saving throws.
Saves. Yeah.
Yeah, because guidance
Attacks
is
and saves.
ability checks plus is saves. So you do have saves on your con check. That's the con saves. Or +4, sorry.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I need to know.
For my action, Amelia is going to guiding bolt.
That will hit it.
12 radiant damage.
12 radiant damage, and I believe it lights her up, right? So everybody has, or the next
Yes.
attack has advantage upon
I
her.
was just gonna post that. Just had to switch screens.
Perfect.
And then she's like, guys, he's in here still. I'm just like glowing.
All right, sorry, I'm just getting these bits out of the way. So maybe something else happens, but it is Spark's turn.
Having her all lit up changes my plan. So I am going to bonus action disengage. believe if I come here, she is then within range of my... She is indeed just in range, so I'm going to do my 2 birds against her again.
All right.
Have advantage. And she does take sneak attack because I had advantage on the roll.
Nice. So that's a total of 14 damage.
I am going to use 15. 20, 20. I'm just going to back up to here. Stay a little bit out of the way. That's my turn.
All right. Clarice moves all the way out of the temple now and continues onward. It is the statue's turn, so I need to stop rolling fun things for you guys and have them hit you.
Oh.
No.
No. So this one will move forward to Amelia. For a 20 to hit.
That hits.
And that's 11 damage.
Okay.
This one will also move forward to you, Amelia, and I guess share space with that one. Move. Don't be inside each other. Come on.
You can't stop.
PG-13.
That's another
Not
20.
in front of the
PG-13.
company.
It's another
He is his
20,
rock.
And it is 5 more damage to you, Amelia.
Okay.
And the one behind Igor is going to attack him as well. For a 19.
Ow.
Oh, it just hits, mother.
And that does 5 damage as the stone human rogue stabs you in the back.
Does a 14 make? Yeah, because I gotta make over 10 then.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep, 14 will make. And that is all of the statues for here. Igor, with the wielding the spear of the gods.
Or even bother with the statues?
That's the question.
I will. I feel like it's probably a good idea. I will turn around and I will stab this one with a spear.
Alright.
Is that another crit?
That's another crit.
It's another
Sure
crit.
is.
That's 4d6 normal damage,
Crit spear.
4d8
Yay!
radiant damage, plus 3. And plus your strength as well, right?
3.
And then your strength as well.
Oh, yeah, that's 4. No, that's my strength. It's the same thing, 4. Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, he blows up.
And then I will take a action. Okay. So I'm just gonna sprint. What's the green square? Quick reminder.
That's the spiritual weapon.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't like fucking. So this guy's gonna probably get an opportunity attack on me, I think. But
He will, and actually the guy below him will as well, because it's that.
oh, true. Yep.
Doesn't he have to make a after this, he'll. Because I know you just ran down there, but I just making sure that we know that now that Sparks did his attack on the Medusa, that she's no longer lit up.
Oh, that's right. Yes, she is not lit up anymore. 10 and 16, so one will hit. No, one won't hit. You have much higher AC at 16. I'm sorry.
Neither of those hit. That's my turn.
As you move in there, make a Constitution saving throw
Yeah.
for me, please, with your bless. Unless you want to
Yes,
look away.
No. I had to run in there and see her. Oh my.
Oh no! I'll gentle
Constantly
repose
that
you.
Yeah.
You're very lucky. Very lucky. You do start to slow down as you're running in with this spear lighting you up. You just start to slow down as you're trotting towards her. Speaking of that, she's gonna move up to you.
Okay.
Just double check. I don't think anything bad happens to you yet, other than you're slowing down. No, you are incapacitated.
What's incapacitated mean? I can't do anything.
You can't take actions or reactions.
Fuck. That's one thing I need to be able to do.
That's
see.
it, though.
Do anything else bad to you? Nope, that's it. You just can't take actions or reactions.
Dude.
Yeah.
So she is going to attempt to constrict you. It's a 21 to constrict.
Yeah, that does constrict.
This might not be good for you, Igor.
Oh, the chat hates us and just said that means he also loses his concentration.
Yeah, if I'm incapacitated, I guess that would make sense.
I mean, also you're gonna take 11 damage here.
I could have passed, if that counts. 11 damage.
Just typed in bless into the global save modifier on my character sheet.
Okay.
It doesn't say you lose concentration, does it?
I don't know. I know being unconscious for sure would. I just don't know.
Oh yeah, because you're incapacitated
Yeah, I just don't know.
when you're unconscious. Yeah, that makes sense.
Incapacitated. Can't take actions or reactions. That should be fine. I can still concentrate.
Let me check concentration spells because it might be a concentration
Okay, yeah,
spell.
under I'm looking at the DM screen. It says the following factors can break your concentration. One of them is you're incapacitated or
Damn it.
You did lose blood.
Gee. All right, everybody, no bless.
Also, you take 11 damage, and you are. I lost the words. You're restrained as well now.
Oh,
can't move, can't act.
Oh wait, sorry. You're not incapacitated from the thing. Wait, God, there's a lot of words here. If the Medusa isn't incapacitated, you have to make the con save, which she isn't. You're restrained when she does this. So you're not incapacitated, you're restrained.
Okay. Wait, hold on.
And you made the save for being hit.
Yes. What does restrain do then? Because
You can't move.
Okay, I would like to use my reaction
All right.
to blind her. So I'm using the spear's Sun's Retaliation. When you take damage from a creature within 5 feet of you, you can use your reaction to make a melee attack with the spear against that creature. On a hit, the spear's damage is normal damage, and the creature is blinded.
Ooh.
Let's give this a go. A spear. Igor.
That will hit.
Oh, it still hits?
Yeah, you got that +4 on top of it. With the bless.
6. Do I still get the radiant?
I believe so. It's just normal damage, isn't it?
Yeah.
And plus the +3 and your strength.
9, and then 12, 16 total.
16 total damage.
And then
what
she's blinded until the start of her next turn. I'll read it again. Hold on.
Okay.
And the creature is blinded until the start of its next turn.
And does her attack still go through then?
I think so. Yeah, it's just a reaction.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are grappled now, but she cannot see, and she can no longer try to turn people to stone until her next turn. You still are under the effect of that, but we'll get to that on your turn. And she has you grappled, Grim. Ugrit. So it's a good thing Dido brought that up, because then I had to reread everything, so then we got the real rulings. So thank you.
It also guarantees that Dido really does just hate us, because they didn't want us to have bless anymore when that wasn't the rules.
Oh, so we do have.
Yes, you self-bless.
Okay, I am going to. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. Is she out of hiding now that she's attacked?
Yep, and she's right there grappling Igor. So
I went around up onto the pedestal, and since I can see over there, do I need to make a con save?
Nope, because she's blinded right now.
Oh, right. Cool. Then I am just going to go for. Wait, is she? Let's see something here. We have advantage against her. That's nice to know. And no, I'm not gonna ice knife her because I know someone's gonna fail their dex save.
I would literally die. I'm at 5 HP.
Yeah. tackle that isn't shocking grasp. Shoot. All right, I'm gonna mind sliver. Actually, do I think Clarice is fine? Yeah, I'm gonna ice knife this asshole.
Okay.
Satyrs seem to have a good job at dodging things, so I'm just gonna ice knife this guy. And it's gonna be bells. And that should be a 24.
All right, yeah, that'll hit him.
24. God. 1.
1 damage. He rolled a 10 on his dex, and the other rolled a 17. And then I need one from Amelia as well.
Yeah,
I
she
rolled
failed.
a 4.
So people
and
who fail
Amelia
take
goes
6 cold.
unconscious.
She's unconscious now?
Yep.
Okay. Well,
I
at
believe
least
that
one of these
dropped
guys
your
also.
spiritual weapon, or does it
Yeah,
not?
my spiritual weapon is gone too.
Did you add? Oh, I was gonna say adding 4 won't matter to your save, because that'll still fail. I did hit 2 satyrs then with my cold explosion.
Just the right ones.
Not one of them was not right. So just make sure you know that the one that failed took 6 cold.
So Amelia is down. So anybody who guessed Amelia, you were right.
Award those points, whoever made the poll.
Amelia, can I get a death save from you, please?
Sure. Do you want that whispered or public?
Let's make it public. We've been doing it public this whole game.
3.
That's the 3. That's 1 fail. You do have bless for your in the future. This one won't matter for this one.
Oh, yeah.
Sparks. You see Amelia go down as this ice knife hits the statue and explodes, and some of it gets into her back as she's looking at the Gorgon.
I run up next to her and essentially seeing a flashback of what happened to the 2 little satyrs that we dealt with earlier today. I'm going to use my blessing from Athreos and cast Spare the Dying on her as my action.
So no more death saves for you.
And that is all I can do.
Cool. Clarice is gone. Statues. Now that you've moved in there, Sparks, they're both going to attack you.
Okay.
One got a 20. The other got a 20.
Yep.
Oh no.
First one does 13 damage.
Okay.
Second one does 10 damage.
I'm down as well.
Sparks is down as well. And you do not have this.
Igor! Do not look behind you! Keep focused in front! I'll handle everything back here!
Why? What is happening?
Don't worry about it,
Slowly
just finish
turning
the
to
Medusa! I believe in you! You're rock solid on Zombie! Nope! You're doing fine!
Oh yeah, you have to do a con save.
Yeah.
With bless.
Oh, come on. By all the gods. Yes!
Critical!
No.
Natural 20. You are not
Fucking.
petrified.
Oh my gosh.
Yes! Yes, Igor! I mean, yes, Ukret, I feel it! Yes!
I believe in you! You've got this!
You are still grappled. But she is blind. So I
Sweet,
believe it's
that kinda
advantage,
counteracts, yeah. I will stab her. I was thinking about running back and healing, but I was told
don't
not
worry.
to look backwards, so...
Yeah. Focus on what's...
23.
Yeah, 23 will hit.
I think I can just roll the spear and it should roll rolls 1d6. That one?
Yeah, because the normal spear doesn't.
It's actually a 27 that you got.
Yeah, it's a 27 technically, because you have advantage. Because grapple doesn't give you disadvantage; it just makes your speed 0.
Oh, I see. Cool. All right, so,
yeah, 2d6, 2d8, plus 3 plus strength. And I'll have it. I'll make an official item for him, so he doesn't have to do this every time.
8 plus 6. All right. So 9 plus 3. Gonna make you do all this math.
11 plus 3, so 14.
14.
So big on her once
Wait,
again.
So it's not 2d6, it's 1d6?
It's 1d6.
It is 2.
Oh, it is 2.
Isn't
so it's that 9 plus the...
Why is it 2d6?
Oh, the 9 as well. That's right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but that is my...
That's what...
Because a normal spear only does 1d6, so are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The item says 1d6. That's what
the item does say 1d6.
Oh, does it?
Yes.
Maybe I'm the fool.
You
Well,
are
I've been
the
giving
fool.
you 2 the whole time. From now on, it'll be 1.
Fine.
But
Okay.
yeah. Sorry, that's my bad.
Oh, that's fine. That way, now I can actually just hit the roll button on the +3 and it should be
There you go.
good.
You just have to add the radiant.
It actually is rolling a d8 on the right anyways. Confused. It's like it knows.
Oh, that's for two-handed.
Yeah.
Oh, but we'll just use it, right? Because that solves the problem. Oh, wait, no,
Yeah.
it needs to be 2d8.
Yeah, it's 2d8
Okay.
for radiant damage.
Okay, never
If
mind.
you do you have a shield, or are you just using your spear one-handed?
I would be using this two-handed now that I think about it.
Oh, then it'd be a d8 of damage, not d6.
Okay, we will solve this for next
So
round.
3d8. 3d8 is what you're
3d8
rolling.
next round.
3d8 plus 3 plus your strength.
Okay,
There
so
we go.
You guys are in a tough place, so I'll give you that bonus for a little bit.
Okay, so yeah, I just stab into her with this holy spear. And that's it.
All right. Well, she becomes unblinded and looks at you in a fit of rage. First, she's going to use her sight. So make a con save and throw for me, please.
Hercules. Oh, no, I said her name wrong, so you cursed me.
That's a new one too. Yeah.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Igor. As she looks at you, let me double check. Yes. As she looks at you, you begin to feel your muscles tighten as stone starts to creep over your skin, and you are now a stone statue. So Bless goes away.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still concentrating under the stone, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Bless goes away.
Now you can't break his concentration.
Yes. I'm gonna do that. Stone
What do
statue.
I have to make you look like a statue?
I just put like the muscle man for some reason.
Okay, that sounds good. And as you turn to stone, she does unconstrict from you and looks at you, Ugrit. It's your turn. No con save from you. She just did that, so
Yeah.
it's going well, folks.
I have a decision. How does she look?
You would have to do a check to know, like, specifically, but she doesn't look good. She's got a lot of spear holes in her.
If he's petrified, that means I can assume he's dead, right? That's what that means. Let me see something real quick.
Essentially for us, out of game, we don't got the magic to reverse that.
Yeah.
Does that mean I can't use my soul coin? Damn it! I'm out of character ideas, Sharp.
Join us after an early break.
Shouldn't have called him whatever the hell you called him.
Hercules.
Hercules, that's what you called him that time.
That much.
Yeah, he sells May apples, but he's stone.
It's the question of whether it's considered dead or not. I mean, that's the.
I don't think technically, because if you have the Greater Restoration, you come back to life. So I think you're just trapped there for all of eternity.
Yeah. Very sad.
Here's my thought process. He's turned to stone. The last thing that we broke that was stone, she was just underneath the stone. So if I ice knife Igor, he should just break free, right?
You're just gonna shatter me into dust, and then there's no hope.
If I shatter you, you're dead.
I will say this. Yes,
and you come
he
back.
Did that, but the
I know. Let's go.
Igor destroyed, it exploded.
If I break Igor, that means he dies. If he dies, he has a soul coin.
Does he die though, or is he just trapped in a bunch of little pieces then?
Right. And you got to get the dustpan out.
And then we unpetrify him, and it's just goo.
Fuck me. Shit. Okay. I have an idea. I just gotta. It's not gonna work the way I want it to. That's why I gotta. Shit. Got one of two choices.
5, 2,
High risk, high reward? Probably not, because she's fucked me over on every save so far. I will. How are the statues looking?
That one that you've been hitting with a nice knife looks a little chipped, but the other one looks fine.
A little chipped. Oh shit, that's not good. If I magic missile, do you want me to say who they're all going for first? Or do you want me to choose them as their...
Up to you. But whatever you decide, that's how they're gonna hit.
Okay. I'm really afraid of her just bringing Igor to life to be a thing. Yeah, what? Okay, I just...
Narratively.
Okay. I'm coming down here. And I'm gonna Burning Hands. I need her to make a dex save.
Dexterity save. I'm telling you, she's she got a 20.
She takes half.
Takes half. Okay.
Yeah, so it's 3. God, 3d6. That was like the most damage I was gonna get to do, probably. So she takes 3. Igor Stet, you take 7.
Alright.
If we're going based on my health, I am dead now.
No, you have a different health pool.
Okay.
Keep track of.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you do this, she does look at you, Ukrit. Make a con save for me, please.
Make a con save. Classic this game.
Classic Ukrit.
Classic saves. Classic the dice on roll 20 fuck me every time.
Your muscles begin to tighten as you begin to turn to stone slowly. Amelia, you are fine. Sparks, I need a death saving throw.
Get a 20. Get a nat 20.
Nope.
That's one fail for Sparks. The statues, both of them are going to attack you, Ukrit.
Yeah, that's fair.
One got a nat 1, the other one got a 21.
Alright, well, the 21 hits.
That
one does not
8
hit.
damage.
8 damage, okay.
Igor.
I am Stone Man.
Wait a couple more acts of the gods, because I'm nice. I rolled for both of them. One's bad, one's good. Bad one will happen later. Good one will happen now. Igor, as you are in this nowhere, essentially. You just see darkness. You can't move. Can't feel anything, hear anything, see anything.
I was gonna say it gets a little toasty.
But suddenly you do hear a voice that you heard from your dreams the other night. So this is where your god brought you. You turned from Mogus, and now look at you.
I have done great good. It is nothing to be ashamed of.
I'm trying to think how to word this in. I realize you were trying to help the Minotaurs, though we do not agree with how you did it. This once, we will help. As he says that, your muscles begin to warm. You start to de-stone, as it were. And you are able to move again. You are not stone anymore. And you are currently in a rage.
Interesting.
And can make, if you would like to, can make, what's the barbarian thing?
Rage?
A reckless
What's
attack?
Reckless attack.
Reckless attacks. So you're in rage and you can reckless attack.
Okay. I've actually never reckless attacked before, despite playing a barbarian.
You just have advantage on your attacks, and everybody has advantage on you if you use
Gotcha.
it.
Okay, cool. I will totally use that. Yeah, so I pretty much in a rage, all I can do is attack. I can't cast spells, correct? So I will attack
All right. Go for it.
2 hands of the spear.
2 hands.
2 hands.
That'll hit. So you get 1d8 of damage, 2d8 radiant damage, plus 3 plus your strength, plus 2 for rage.
Okay.
For a
17
big
plus 5.
22 damage. She reels back in pain, not realizing that you were going to be there to attack her, and is very surprised.
I like the idea that the flames just like flow onto her and she like somewhat dodges, but as the flames dwindle down, there's just Igor ready to go.
Yeah.
Blood boiling. I did it! I saved him!
And then, as a bonus action, I'm going to just attempt to push her with my horns.
Okay.
That's all I can do. So she has to make a strength saving throw.
Okay, she is only 1 size larger than you, so she will do that to fall prone. She is prone.
Sweet.
I know she has a snake body. She like falls back in their human torso.
Oh, unfortunately, all I can do is make it be pushed 10 feet away from me.
Oh, can you not make prone?
No. That's okay. I just push her back here.
Well, one of the attributes of shoving is that you can knock them prone instead of pushing them.
Yeah, that's fine. She just is gonna get up either way, so it's really was just for flavor.
Oh yeah, I guess it is her turn. So she will get up, and she's going to attempt to attack you, Igor. And I need her character sheet, not yours. So she's going to swing at you twice with her claws. She's done trying to constrict you here. How's a 14 look?
That misses. I would like to take my reaction to once again attempt to blind her.
All right. Yeah, she missed both times, so
18 plus 3 again.
that'll hit.
All right.
As much as I don't want us to lose, that property only works once per day.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
That's fine. She still does miss you both times. So.
You rad, brother.
Ooh, crit.
Yeah.
No, it's fair because it's a lot more satisfying to kick her ass.
Yeah.
Once we know that we're still failing. 5, 10. I'm gonna run up to her. Make your attack pops.
All right. 20.
That one hit.
The other one missed. Max damage at 14. Do you go down, Ukra?
No. Ukrit's
Okay.
already.
I was gonna say.
First thing I do, I run up there. Can I use the spell that's in the ring?
Yes, you can.
All right, I'm
Reach
gonna
out
use
to
it.
touch her.
Reach out to touch her.
Let me see what you have to do. Make a melee spell attack for me, please.
All right. So it's just +5.
Sharp, did you see Kem's comment? If Igor recklessly attacks him, the Deuce, I had advantage on him.
I don't think he did. I didn't take him as recklessly attacking.
I did say I was going to recklessly attack.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
too late now.
I got 21.
I'm being very nice. Well, like
21.
Yeah, I mean, she would miss the one attack anyway.
So
21 will hit.
I like take what are they using? What are the satyrs using? The statues for weapons?
They're just kind of smacking you.
With what?
Their
their
hands, because
hands?
they kind of use like bows and stuff,
Oh,
but
okay.
they can't use them as statues. So
Okay, so as I'm running past and I get like smacked in the back, like blood just sprays out of my back, and then I go and I just lunge forward and I make the ring just starts glowing again as I reach for what happens.
all right. Are you familiar with diseases?
Am I?
Yes.
Maybe. Why?
All right. So you get to choose between blinding sickness, filth fever, flesh rot, mind fire, seizure, and slimy doom. Would you like me to roll, or would you like to choose between those by their name?
By their name?
Yeah.
Can you repeat them again?
Blinding sickness, filth fever, flesh rot, mind fire, seizure, and slimy doom.
What was that last one?
Slimy doom.
Slimy Doom. It's between the blinding one and the Slimy Doom.
Slimy doom. So you cast contagion on her, and the creature begins to bleed uncontrollably. The creature has disadvantage on Constitution checks and Constitution saving throws. In addition, whenever the creature takes damage, it is stunned until the end of its next turn.
That's all it did?
That's all it did.
No damage? Okay. Bonus action. Wait, hold on, let me just see what as a bonus action, I am going to... Actually, this is perfect. As a bonus action, I do this thing, it glows, and it just starts to cake her in slime. And she starts melting and losing her structure. And I just... And I do a daunting roll, so she needs to make a Constitution save.
Which she has disadvantage on, if I remember, yes.
Yes.
She got an 8.
She got an 8. She fails. She's frightened until the end of my next turn.
Ooh. Frightened makes you disadvantage on attack rolls.
Ability checks and
correct?
attack rolls while in the source appears within line of sight, and you cannot willingly move closer to me.
Alright. So, to keep things fair, she is going to attack Igor now, but at normal attack, because she does have disadvantage. So this is her second attack, technically, from the before when she had advantage against you.
Okay.
And it's only a 16, so she misses.
Sweet. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I didn't want to pull the punches too hard on you kids, because...
Yeah.
No,
Amelia
we've had some
is-
easy...
Yeah. Amelia's fine. Sparks, another death saving throw for me, bud.
Oh,
Oh,
Cool,
no.
cool, cool.
These satyrs are now moving forward to attack you two, one for each. First one on Igor misses. Second one on Ukrit. 12
Hits.
Okay.
Oh.
I do want to react with my
With
Sentinel.
Alright.
I don't know if that goes through first or after, but
Let me double check Sentinel. Because it might matter. I don't know what Ukrit's stats are currently.
Huh.
It just says to make an attack. I'll let you do your damage first, because you're waiting for him to come in to attack. So you stab as he's going to stab.
16. 16.
16. Unfortunately, he's still up, so his attack will go through. That's 12 damage to Ukrit.
Right. And Ukrit does this one last thing, and then the thing comes in, smashes him on the back of the neck, and he drops.
Another person down. You are still raging?
Shit.
Igor.
I can't heal my teammates that are dying. This was both a boon and a curse.
Still frightened until the end of our next turn. That doesn't stop because I'm dead.
Okay. Can't heal myself either. Sucks. Okay, I'm going to heal. I mean, I'm not going to heal. Sorry. I'm going to attack the Medusa. Take out the biggest target, I feel like, right?
Yeah.
Um,
You gotta.
Recklessly, by the way. Shit, I should have said it first.
I'll let it go through because I didn't see it. I mean, you hit her.
Okay. I should have said it first, though. So, 29 plus 4, 33. I'm bad at math. 33.
Is that one too many d8s, I think? You only supposed to have 3.
Because it was a crit, right?
Oh, yeah. That would have been 68s, I think,
68,
then, right?
yeah.
Right. There's 2 more.
Igor? How do you kill her?
Feels so cheap because I didn't call it first. It feels dirty.
I'm going to be 100% honest with you. You would have killed her without it.
Okay. I just ram it into her stomach, and then like the light shoots through that shaft part into her and just explodes outward, like like an electrode exploding.
Mm-hmm. Where it's glowing white at first.
And the stone, she kind of like all the pieces of her just kind of scatter across, hitting the walls.
Yeah, you hear her screaming as you're doing this, and the scream intensifies as he turns wider and wider, and she explodes, just covering the walls with viscera. And
Igor just lets out a giant yell.
And as you do this, the stone creatures behind you begin to slow down and stop as they're raising their hands to hit you one last time. And you are out of combat.
No, we're not. You forgot, we're not out of combat.
How's that?
There's 2 of us who are dying.
You're correct. I remember the turn order off the top of my head. So next is Sparks on a death saving throw. Sparks.
Isn't Ukrit before me?
It was.
Yes,
Yeah.
Ukrit.
'Cause
Sorry.
it's
Yeah.
Ukrit is
Medusa
a
than
death
me,
saving throw.
I make it!
That's one pass.
That's one
Sparks,
pass.
You have 2 fails.
I do.
You have to roll above a 10.
Critical fail.
Critical fail. Sparks does not succeed. Igor.
Still in a rage.
You can come out of it now.
Okay. I look around the room. I assume I see Sparks not breathing.
You'd have to do a medicine check to be sure, but yeah, it doesn't look like he's breathing.
I'll tap Ukrit for 5 HP.
Okay.
And then...
Oh God! Thank goodness! I clicked the wrong thing.
Oh no! Oh no!
You did.
I take your 5 HP, I throw him to the ground, spit on it, and die anyway.
And then I kind of scoot past these statues to come over here. I don't know what else I can do on the rest of my turn. Yeah, I don't know. Can I assume a medicine check's an action, so...
You do have an interact with object.
Okay. I will interact with him. Yeah, I know Amelia. I know. I kneel down. I want to confirm if he's dead or not, so I guess I probably can't fucking tell.
Because of how I did Mayapple's death, there is one round in between them actually interacting with Athreos. So that round goes by. It's your turn again, Igor.
Is it
Or
mine?
Ukrit.
I got healed.
Ukrit goes first. Yes, sir. So Ukrit can go first.
I saw him go down for sure. I'm gonna squeeze by, like gashed from my side. I walk over like hobbling. I pull out my coin and I put it on his eyes for passage, and I just hobble past after that, and I go over to the statue and I slump down sitting, holding like the wounds as it like slowly bleeds out, and I'm like struggling to breathe.
For everybody in the chat as well, that final death save for Ukrit wouldn't have gone through. He got 5 healing points from Igor. He accidentally rolled.
Yeah,
it would have been 2 fails. He
Accidental
would have been
rollage.
dead as well. But yeah, that doesn't count. So we go to. I mean, technically, you do have a turn if you'd like to do anything.
It was a soul coin that Ukrit put on him, correct?
Oh, I put 2 coppers because no, I was kidding. No, yeah, it was the soul coin.
Okay.
I thought, oh gosh, my bad. Did you? Did you want me? I pull out my wallet. Oh, okay. All right, I guess.
Ooh, miscommunication.
Oh, so I didn't realize that's what you were. Oh gosh.
I just
This
lean
was
down.
fine.
I lean down to Sparks and I just say, "Do not be foolish, little one. Come back to us. You can." And I step over to Amelia to kind of inspect how she's doing, because I missed all of that.
She is breathing, but she is unconscious.
And I'll use my action to plop her up with 5 hit points as well.
All right. We go to a familiar scene. Sparks, you wake up after I find the music for this. There's so much music that I can't. You wake up in an underground cavern, water dripping, it's dank and cold, and you see the souls traveling around you.
Yeah. I knew it'd be coming for me eventually. I walk up to Athreos. I cut the line. I don't care about the line.
He looks down at you. So, here without your coin, I see.
Hey. I have a request for you. 2, actually, since I was doing your dirty work up on the surface.
And what is that?
1, can you get a message back to my friends? Short, it could be even 20 words or less or so.
And what is that?
Tell Clarice that Spiridon has come home.
Add your second request.
I want Cypern to be with me wherever I end up. Assuming I get some sort of bonus for all this bullshit.
Yes, you will be in Elysium.
If he can't join me, then I'll join him.
I'll see what I can do.
You better. And I step on the boat.
As you go to turn away from him, you feel something in your eye. And your vision is blinded in that eye.
I feel it, and I look back at Athrios and say, okay, 2 messages. Tell them the coin was never meant for me. I stay on the boat.
Alright. And Sparks travels across the River Tartex and goes to Elysium. And he is joined by a childhood friend. And that's where we'll take our break.
Oh, God. 2 down in 8 sessions? Damn,
Yeah.
Sharp. That's
I do what I can.
No, to be fair, we should have had a TPK.
We got
We got
freaking lucky.
Yeah. Well,
Oh my gosh.
So yeah,
It's
before our
every
break-
fucking save. Every fucking save.
Before we go to our break, be sure to follow all these kids that want to be followed. That is, we got Grizlocke, Bumblescum, AbnormalChemist, and of course, DrPhage. Sorry, I forget what you want to go by sometimes. DrPhage, who played Sparks incredibly well. If you want to sit in for the rest of the session, you can. But we'll be having him join us again with a new character next week, hopefully. But yeah, we'll see you for the second session, guys.
second half.
Second half.
We're
sorry.
still in the We're just taking a break.
Yeah, no, I meant second half, but
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
a lot. But yeah, thank you guys for joining us and all the support so far. We'll see you for the second half. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Swindler's Den, Mythic Odysseys of Theros. It was a crazy first half, to say the least, and we're ready to get back into it. The screens are everywhere. But yeah, no worries. We return back to the temple with 3 of our champions. Oh, wrong one. You're not fighting anybody.
Oh,
sorry.
no.
Round 3.
Not again.
Round 3.
As you watch over Sparks' body, the coin stays there, but he doesn't seem to be responding at all. And as you watch him, the Amelia behind you, the 2 statues that were there, begin to move, but they aren't moving with their rocky movement as before. They seem to be softening and turning to flesh and fur of satyrs. And Ukrit, as you're leaning against the pedestal behind you, the man that's on there begins to move as well.
I just hear the movement. I thought it was over. I start to climb to my feet, hoping not to get attacked.
I do not think they are a threat.
As you turn to see him, you see that his stone skin is turning back to flesh, and you can see the gold of the mask starting to show through.
Being unpetrified?
It seems so. And I kind of like side glance to the two statues to my left to see if they're
the two that are shattered. No,
Yeah.
they stay stone.
Okay.
Oof.
God damn it.
All right. All right. Oh, I'm gonna back up just a bit. So still.
I believe we have our king of Akros. Yeah.
Samid's the niece.
What was that?
Tyrannica is the one who's currently. One of these two names is it, right? Tyrannica or Samid?
Nope, that's the queen and their niece.
The one I don't have the name of.
Annex.
Annex.
Yes.
Oh, I do have him somewhere else on the on the page. Okay, in my notes. You must be Annex.
He steps down from this pedestal, and he seems to regard you, but much as the other golden-faced figures you've seen before, it doesn't say anything to you.
All right, well. I'm just gonna hobble over and grab my coin. It seems as though he's chosen. I can tell he's made his choice. Oh, I can see why you've stepped down as king. Hard to rule if you can't even fight off a serpent. Isn't that right, Hugo? And I pat him on the on the shoulder. Oh gosh.
It was a tough fight. We lost one of ours in the process.
You see the satyrs behind you. I don't know their fucking voice. Oh yeah. He came to help us. The king was killed under mysterious circumstances. We don't quite know how, because he can't talk to us. But I guess his way of helping is to help us, because nobody can find him here to see that he has returned. Unfortunately, we weren't able to save this temple, though.
Oh, no. In a way, it was saved because he was here. For if he was not here with you, we would not have come either. So, in a way, he did his job. And I believe Griz's house is burning?
No, it's not mine.
No,
Right.
that's the toaster setting off the fire alarm.
Well,
You just hear Ian in the background. Sorry.
what? Why did you all come here to begin with? You don't seem like you'd be of... Well, some of you seem like you'd be of the Vale, but not the tall ones.
We came
Town
here.
Annex.
We came here to help, but we also came here for spear.
Yes.
Oh yes, I see you found your spear. It's pretty nice.
It's quite powerful.
Well, we're gonna go then. Yeah. Thank you for helping us. Don't tell anybody you found the king here. That we don't want people coming to find him.
So
I
he
believe
does
the
not.
only ones who wanted to know that we were going to tell, no. So I think we're good.
So he does not. He does not talk or move.
No, the returned can't talk. No.
Okay. Well, you may be on your way. We are going to see to that our friend goes on his journey peacefully. I'll start to like scoop up sparks into my arms.
And the king behind you just turns to walk out as all the satyrs follow him out. Either going on to their next thing to deal with, or possibly to tell the Vale that it's safe here. You don't quite know because they didn't tell you. because I'm bad at roleplay.
Yeah. Oh, do you mind if we just? I'm gonna. Here's a quick question. Do we know? Okay, so you mentioned it to us off there. Gentle repose. Do we know that we have this power? Does it or?
Yes, but I'm changing. I'm changing it to spare the dying. So, yeah. I mean, if you want to use that gentle repose, go for it.
Yeah, because I was gonna do that.
Well, it'll be spare the dying.
Okay, I was gonna gentle repose Sparks, so we can take a break.
Hey, you can do that.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. So I'm gonna go over there. Oh, something spiritual in me feels as though this might be the best choice right now. And I gentle repose Sparks' body. For I think we may need to rest.
All right.
I don't get you guys.
What do you mean?
Well, the lion one shoots magic around and hurts his friends. Other friends are supposed to be nice to each other.
Well, I trusted my my allies that they would have got out of the way, but it's not as though Ice was there to purposely hurt you.
You should be more careful.
Most uncivilized and unkind and just big meanie I've ever met, and she storms outside.
He called you uncivilized.
I know, it's ironic.
You son of a bitch.
I'm gonna just rest because I'm in a severe amount of pain.
I'll gently put Sparks down then if we're gonna have a rest.
Don't worry, she's not leaving. She's just outside near a tree.
Yeah,
Nature, essentially.
You know, Crit, she does have a point.
About what?
I'm pretty sure that I did not take damage from the big snake lady, but only you.
Nope. That's fair, and it was not my intentions, but things happen because they're supposed to happen. If you let every little thing that goes wrong bother you, how are you supposed to move on? Things happen so we grow, and things will grow so we can continue building forward, so that way everyone else will have a better life. I'm like bleeding heavily on the floor. Pain happens, Igor. Sometimes you're hurt in ways you don't expect.
Just be more careful, that is all I ask.
I'd start taking it now. As I lose consciousness from loss of blood.
It is earlier in the day still, so we take a short rest. Just because you've already taken one recently. A long one, that is.
Yeah, that's all I really missed.
Right. So you can roll your hit dice. And
we're doing a short rest.
Gain whatever class and other features that regain on short rests.
There we go.
Amelia, you doing anything fun outside, or are you just hanging out?
If there's animals, she'll ritually cast speak with animals and just have a conversation with them.
Yeah, you find like some squirrels and birds that are around. And there seems to be things coming back more that this Gorgon is no longer around. You have a little fun conversation with them.
just ranting. Telling them the adventure. Yeah.
And you guys finish your short rest. What's the plan from here, folks?
How many of these? I think we should take. I guess I'd walk out with Sparks, find Amelia. I think we should take Sparks back to the village. Let him.
Do you think he'd want to be back there, or he seemed not to quite want to even be there to begin with?
Yes, but
He called it his home.
As you guys do step out of the temple, you see the, well, not familiar to Amelia, but to Ukrit and Igor, you see ripples starting to form across the ground and coming towards you. And as they wash over you, you hear a voice in your head. You hear the, your friend said for me to tell you the coin was not meant for him. And also to tell Clarice, Spyrodon has come home.
Where is
I like-
Clarice?
Who's Spyrodon?
Thank you. Ekros.
All right. Oh, do we have something for him? Can you take things? Can we deposit?
Yes, I do have this sold Cyclops gem. Thing.
You do still see the rippling, like water. It's not actually water, but it looks like water
Yeah.
rippling across the ground in front of you.
Can I give it to him?
Drop it in.
I just dropped
Amelia's so confused. Like, what
Drop it
was
in.
that?
You drop it, and it acts just like water. It goes boom and disappears.
I'm 90% sure that's what we needed to do.
Yes, I hope that that got into his hands safely.
If not, we still have the eye flap. The skin of the eye. Someone does. I don't remember who.
I think you also had that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Clarice is in Melatis. Or should be, on her way.
Why is she there?
She had a delivery to make.
Well, I guess we must follow.
To Melatis?
We have to give message.
Well, I feel like that's going to add way too much time. I mean, we are on a time limit, are we not?
Logically, wouldn't she have to go home to get stuff first? So she's probably back with the other satyrs.
You are very smart.
I'd ask her to go back home.
Because you're oh so important.
Yes.
All right, let us head back, and let Sparks be with his people.
I'm going to make this known right now. If I die, I wish to be buried in Melatis. Igor, how about you?
When the time comes, No, that'll never happen.
All right, and Amelia?
I mean, just give me back to nature.
Okay, I think that works. Melatis, nature, and whatever animal eats Igor. Yeah, I guess we can head back to the village.
All right. Yeah, you guys head back to the Skull of Vale. As you do that, you see Clarice is just leaving the area where the satyrs are. Oh, I was just making my way to Melodies. I see you made it back. A scouting party of satyrs came with the king to let us know that everything is finished there.
We didn't all make it back in one piece.
She does see sparks in Igor's hands.
He wanted to let you know that Spiridon is home.
Did you just say Spiridon?
Mm-hmm.
She will walk forward. Oh, there she finally rolled a good insight. I thought he looked familiar, but it was hard to tell when he dropped that. He looked so strange at first. And... Well, bring him with. She will lead you to the. As you guys walk through town, like the music just instantly stops as you're passing by each group of satyr that's making playing music. And she leads you up to the elder satyrs. And she'll say, elders of the Skull of Vale, one of ours has come home. I know he was exiled many years ago, but he saved us, and I believe he deserves to be buried here amongst his people. She's making a persuasion check with advantage. The main elder stands up that you know to be her father, and walks forward to see Sparks, or as we now know him as Spiridon. What he did was unforgivable, but he did save us, so I guess he is forgiven. We'll have a ceremony for him here. A son of the Vale has come home, and he a few of the satyrs will come up to you, Igor, to take him from you if you allow them.
Yeah, I'll just kind of gently hand him over.
And they will go off into a hut that's off to the side, and he'll turn back to all of you. You are welcome to stay for the ceremony if you'd like. You can rest and have remembrance until we are ready to do so.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And then he will go off into that hut as well, and Clarice will follow.
Well, Lucret. Go down.
What?
Go down.
Could you repeat that word again?
Two
down?
Down.
Two down. Oh! Sorry, I totally thought it was like a word I've never heard before. Like, yes. But they knew. They knew they had the choice, and they chose not to.
Did not expect this mission to be so deadly.
If someone didn't hurt their friends, it wouldn't be as deadly.
He's just not answering.
Oh,
It's just
he
not-
is not nice. Don't know what
I
gave me that
figured you would
impression.
answer. It doesn't take too long, and then all the satyrs start to gather and make like a pathway that leads a little outside of the Vale, like right behind where the waterfall comes down. That has a little water oasis, and there was the alcove where a lot of our two satyrs slept the other night when they were here, and it kind of leads out behind there. And I don't have any funeral music. Sorry, kids. So they some of the satyrs start carrying it's like a gurney, but it's made of like branches and natural leathers and things, and it has flowers all around it. And they carry Sparks out on it, followed by the main elder. He has a name, and I should use it for this. Surfish Swifthoof is directly behind him, followed by the rest of the elders, and then Clarice at the back. And they walk down this aisle as they slow on pan flutes and bagpipes and typical satyr instruments play a funeral dirge for him as they carry him past you guys. And off behind the waterfall, they curl behind it, and there's a nice little alcove behind there that has a big tree growing out of it, and they begin to bury him underneath that tree. Spyridon was not around the Vale much in the last couple of years. We opt to forget that time that caused him to leave in favor of what he's done here today for the safety of our people, and to return a temple to us that was lost to a terrible creature. Spyridon will always be a satyr of the Vale, and he has proven himself here today. But we can't rest in sadness, for that's not the way of the satyrs. We will spend the rest of the night partying in honor of him and remembering of his younger years in the Vale. And he will step away from the grave, and the funeral dirges begin to pick up almost right away. They kind of slowly ramp up into the party music of the satyrs as they all begin passing drinks around and dancing, and it's more open to, like, a lot of the times they wouldn't go back past that waterfall yesterday unless there wasn't room for them, but there is a lot more people going that way and having drinks over there and partying as well.
I'm gonna find Clarice.
Yeah, you see she's kind of at a table off by herself, close to the waterfall.
I'll sit down next to her.
So, you knew Spyridon in the last... Well, recently, I don't know. How long have you known him?
A few days, maybe?
Well,
A week at most.
so you don't know where he's been since he's left the Vale.
Nope.
Well, I guess I can give you these, which will take the eggs out of the eggs.
Well, actually, and I'm gonna pull out 5 gold. I'm still hoping you could make that trip for me.
I suppose I can ask Daddy. I have been wanting to get away from here, but I've been having to lead the Thorn Bearers, but since there's less of a threat here, I guess I could convince him to let me go.
Yes. Yes, the address I gave you was in a spur of the moment, but that's where my father lives. He should be able to take them in. This is my children, Heather and Janie.
So I should be looking for an old lion to give him to.
No lions. He's a human.
All right.
He's at this address. He's a bit older at this point, and he should be able to take care of them.
I'll leave right away in the morning then with him. Where do you plan to go from here back to Melatis?
We are heading up the mountains. We are on a mission from the gods. This was kind of a roundabout stop that we made, but we are headed up to the Frozen Crown at the highest mountain peak of Winter's Heart. The Winter's Heart Mountains.
And why are you going all the way up there? That's so far away from the rest of Theros.
There's a frozen crown of some sort that we are to find.
Well, it'll be a long path for you.
Yes, and that's why I wish for my children not to freeze as we're heading there.
That's fair. Well, I wish you luck on that journey.
Well, I take it back. He pulls out his other 5 gold. He just gives her the full 10. Treat yourself to something nice while you're in the city.
I'll do that.
Oh, and could you tell my father that Chiron owes me money and that I'm well alive? Perhaps he can.
Right.
Yeah.
I will do that for you.
Thank you.
Is anybody else doing anything
Yes.
while you're here?
Amelia will go where the freshly covered grave is and use Druid Craft to grow the grass over so he's blended in, and just add her own little flowers and do a little prayer to her own god, and then go join the party. And
Very nice.
snoop around to see what she can find out about him from all their chatter.
How much do I know about Spiridon?
I didn't have a lot for his early life.
You do find. Give me a perception check. Six. A lot of people will tell you about how he was very mischievous as a youngster, always causing problems within the Vale. But what satyr doesn't? But Spiridon a little more so than the rest of them.
I just want to make sure, is Ukrit leaving, or is he still at the party?
I'm next.
Okay.
I'm also recounting the journey so far that we've had to Clary's, to know where we've been at outside of the Skull of Vale and stuff like that. But yeah, so I'm still by the waterfall, at the table with Clary's.
I guess what I want to do then is just walk off a little bit until the music is more of a faint, distant music, and kneel down and talk to or pray to Heroic. Heroic, my friend, it's been a long time. And, I know you must be busy. You're not able to aid me today in the ways. But, I had, a moment where my old, god reached out to me. And he helped. What should I do?
Give me a religion check.
Okie dokes. Oh,
You don't hear anything?
Roke is not really a god. He's just a guy. Yeah, Igor just kind of like sits there and he doesn't get like any response, and he kind of kind of weakly stands back up and mopes back to the party.
Yeah. You guys enjoy the rest of your night, learn more about the antics of Sparks as a younger satyr. Always stealing things and causing a ruckus with his friend Cyprin. And Clarice was there. Not always. She wasn't in on the trouble as much because her father was a main elder of the satyr, so she couldn't get as much trouble because it'd be a lot harder on her. But yeah, you have a nice evening and you go to sleep and level up.
Ooh, yay!
That's something.
Igor, you rolled a nat one, didn't you?
I did.
He did.
I'm gonna have fun with you here for a second. And this is another major act of the gods, giving you something fun to do. So your sleep comes to you, and it's not. You don't take the same path as you did before, where you see the flashes of your past, going through what you went through. Instead, you as you dream off or slip off to sleep, you have a long night of nothingness until suddenly in front of you, a entrance to a decrepit maze starts to appear, and smoke is coming out of it.
Yeah. Just kind of I guess I'll just go in.
All right, you go in. You do not have your spear with you. You do have your pike.
Okay.
And you are full health. You have everything.
Am I level 5 or 4?
You're level 4 for this.
Okay.
And it's not too long before that same visage of the giant hulking minotaur with dark black fur and a minotaur skull for a head turns around the corner to face you. So you return to face me again.
I do. But first I must know why you helped me.
Mogus sees promise in you. He couldn't let you just go like that. There is still hope to bring you back.
Why would I want to go back?
Tell me, has Heraclos been answering your prayers? Did he help you against that Gorgon?
Igor can't help but let out a little bit of a frown. I am sure he was just busy. He's a very important god.
A god busy. A new god such as him with so few followers.
Why do you need me?
Same as before. To test your resolve. And he'll drag his axe forward and lift it up and roll initiative for it.
I'm gonna kill him this time. Kill him, dude. Oh no, I won't. One shot.
Just one below what he had. So yeah, he rushes forward at you, and he just windmills this great axe above his head and swings at you twice. The first one will be a 23.
Yeah.
So let's roll damage for that first, because I don't want to take things away from you if you need them. 25 damage for the first hit.
Oh shit.
Second hit was a. Oh, sorry, I rolled it. It was a 17. No, right. 20.
Yeah, both those hit.
22 damage.
Okay, I'm down.
All right. You you fall down. This is why it's a bad act, because it's not easy. But you fall down. You're not ready yet. Go back to your god. And again, this hoof just comes down on your head. And you wake up. You didn't have a good sleep because of this, and you have 1 level of exhaustion to start your day.
So I didn't get my full rest.
Yeah, like you get the effects of a full rest, but you do have 1 level of exhaustion.
Okay. Cool.
Yep.
Starting to feel some real weird things right now.
You thought this was just fun boss fights.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And yeah, you guys wake up for the day.
Feel like I've been hit by an elephant or something.
That's how I feel. Did you have a dream?
Oh, yes.
Did the Mogus step on your face as well?
No. Can't say that was the case, but... No, it was, I don't want to talk about it.
As you guys wake up, you see Clarice comes over to you. Well, I'm going to head off to Melitese now. Is there anything you need before I go? Anything before you head to the mountains?
Do we have enough furs?
Ooh.
I mean, I know we're all covered in it, but I just...
I suppose it is the winter's heart after all. I don't know that we have many around here, but we can try to round some things up for you. Especially for you two. So look at Ukrit and Igor.
Yes, that is understandable.
But she goes off, and they are able to find some, a couple of furs that help cover you two, but they're made for satyrs, so it just kind of like drapes over your arms and things. And they get Amelia some nice winter clothing for her.
Thank you.
All right, well, I guess I'll be off.
Thank you.
Stay safe.
She will bound away. What's your guys' plan?
I'm going to prepare my spells for a little bit.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's what I
you
was
guys
doing.
breakfast.
level 5 stuff ready. No worries.
Oh,
Yeah,
true. I gotta
breakfast.
level up.
I think you just get multi-attack you, or you might get some more spells.
Just multi-attack.
Just
Level 3 spells. Woohoo.
Ooh.
Doesn't seem like a just to me.
Maybe you won't get too tapped by that Minotaur next time.
I almost like killed it the first time, and then this time
Yeah.
I'm like fucking stomped by it.
I forgot I got 3 spells with level 2.
Yes. Oh, that was a good HP roll.
I took the average because I rolled a 2 last time.
No worries. I always take the average because I'm a wimp.
Oh, I suppose, yeah. Gotta do that all nonsense. Oh, I think I have it on the average on my guy. Let me just not do that anymore.
How many levels 2 spells am I have?
Well, if you're preparing, you can choose as many as you want. You could do all level 2 spells. Maybe not the best choice, but it's an option. I have a new character ready already. Because I make characters as a coping mechanism.
Here's the thing.
I know you.
Here's
I know the
thing.
feel.
I am the roll 20 character sheet. How do you multi-class? Oh, okay. I found it. I found it.
Oh. Damn God, it's a piece of shit.
I don't know. While you guys are doing that, I'll just describe Amelia doing her usual daily stuff. I don't know. Gets up, prays, does her little plant fun stuff with her druid craft.
Yeah.
Probably plays with
over
the
there.
satyrs until the rest of the group is actually ready to do something. Because
Yeah,
this is all new to her.
There's
She's
like
so
fruits,
excited.
wines out if you want any of that. Of course,
Yeah,
everybody's a party.
I'm probably good to go.
I'm good.
I probably have to like sit down and figure out a little bit better how to figure
Um,
out some of this shit.
yeah. Do you guys just head out then, or?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
All right.
That was the wrong voice.
Mountain pass music, very minimalistic, but
Are we-
you guys start heading towards the Orinade mountain range that kind of envelops the Skull Vale. You guys start heading up those mountains, and not too far, like maybe a mile or two away from the Skull Vale, you climb up a mountain ridge and overlook the rest of the mountains, and you can see 3 spires almost in a line with each other, going north. There's one closer to you, there's one further away, and one furthest away. They all seem multiple miles apart from each other.
Which one
one's
looks the highest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The tall. It's give me perception checks. Maybe you can get more information. on
Okie
this as
dokie.
well. And maybe if yours is too low, if it doesn't beat your passive, you can just use your passive.
23.
Yeah, my passive is much higher.
Well, is your passive like 20 or something?
It's a 19.
19. And you were got a
She took
15 to 23
observant.
for crit. So you're looking. It's hard to tell because of the distance between all of them. But the furthest one does seem to be a little bit taller. And looking at them as well, you can kind of tell the closest one seems to emit a light from it, like from the top of it. The middle one, it seems a little like darker and gloomier, whereas the far one you can see very faint like gleams of light hitting some kind of reflective surface off of it. And as you're looking out over this mountain range and the 3 spires, Amelia and Ukrit, you start to feel warm, like incredibly warm.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Like, coming
This is a
from below
strange
us,
feeling.
around us?
It seems to just like it came from behind you and just seems to be enveloping you.
What is that?
Can I make a Arcana check or? That's not a sound I like. I'm gonna.
If you want to make some kind of check, yeah.
Yeah. No.
Like you're like, is there some magical happening? What's going on? And as you hear this cry, and it scares you because you're expecting something bad to happen. The heat gets really intense, and over the top of you, an enormous a bird made of fire flies past you and heads towards the first mountain peak.
That was so cool! I've never seen that before.
I don't know what the fuck it is. That doesn't sound good.
If anybody wants to make Arcana or a history check, you can see what it is.
Sure. 14.
Igor, you're still a little bit shaken from your encounter last
Yeah.
night.
Stewing over it.
But Amelia, you've from the books that you've read within your little sanctuary that you had growing up, you read of the elders of Theros. They are beings from long before the gods came into existence. They were around when the Titans were first around. And one of them was known as the Scholar, which was said to be a phoenix.
Oh, that's cool. Amelia will nerd out and be like, just start explaining that whole little bit as excitedly and bouncy as she can. Just like, oh my god, it's a phoenix and we're scholars. Just turns into blather.
Ooh,
That
I take it back. That sounds real good. A scholar? You should know exactly where to go to find this crown.
Yes.
real old. Real old.
As long as we do not have to fight it.
Other, why would he want to fight? He's a man of, a bird of intellect. We could easily talk through everything.
Good.
No harm in trying.
So you guys head towards that mountain then?
I'm in favor of it.
Which mountain did it go to?
The closest.
Closest. Which is not the tallest.
No.
Right. My hope is that because we're looking for the frozen crown, which is very vague to me. It could just be a literal crown. It could be something else. I don't know. My hope is that this guy, this Phoenix guy, will be able to explain to us what it is we're looking for.
Are we sure that Phoenix can talk? It looked like bird to me.
He's a scholar. Well, you look like a cow. What do you point? I'm a lion. That's a goat.
You know what? You do make fair point.
You're speaking like humans.
But it
Alright,
was
so-
not medium-sized creature.
But I feel like
Neither were the giants. Well, okay, we'll take a vote. I'll raise my hand in favor of talking to the giant smart bird.
I think it would be fun.
Do you...
Though I don't like to agree with you. I'm mad at you still.
Don't know why, but...
Amelia? In these stories, are these...
Alright, yeah, that's it. We've outvoted you.
Are these Phoenix, known to be hostile or friendly?
Sharp?
You wouldn't quite know. There's not a lot known about the elders. You know there's 3 of them. You know that one was the Scholar, which was the Phoenix. There was also the Sentinel and the Queen. But you don't know much past that, because nobody's really interacted with them, especially since the gods came around. They kind of stayed to their spires.
They're kind of they're a little hermity. They don't really have a lot of friends either. So I mean, we can make friends with them.
Did you say that there was one called the Queen?
Oh.
Yes, and Sentinel.
I think
Yeah.
it might
yeah,
actually
yeah.
be a literal crown then.
Yes.
I didn't think it would be.
Well then, maybe the elder knows where it is because they're one of the elders. Yeah.
Guess I am with Ukrit. Let us speak with this Phoenix.
Okay.
I will say I have a feeling that the queen is not going to want to part with her literal crown. So perhaps the Phoenix, if nothing else, can give us a word of advice.
But if Phoenix seems like friend to Queen, perhaps we do not be honest in our intentions. We do not want to fight Bird and Queen.
Well, I was saying it's not his crown we're after, or her crown. there's less of a chance of us just setting off this person. They can tell us, and we go, oh, my bad, and we walk away, and then we go and take it anyway. But, you know.
So if you think the crown is hers, do you think the 3 mountains are where the 3 elders live? Or at least what represents them?
I'm starting to think so, because we are supposed to be looking for the tallest one. So,
I think you might be right there, Emilio. Could be it.
So maybe we should. Uh-oh.
why have
I wish I
hiding since the
remembered
gods?
more.
Here's my concern. Now that you bring this up. Sentinels protect Queen. Do they not?
Maybe.
There's a chance we might have to fight one of these before we even get to the queen anyway.
Or all of them.
If we assume it's hers by the idea of 3 elders, 3 mountains, and the chance of seeing one.
Can I try and make a religion check to see if my god knows anything more? Because they've been hiding and hermiting since the gods came, you said.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if
Yeah, you can do a religion to see if
Farah
God's
knows.
At least your god's
Farah.
real.
Yeah.
Jade, if you said his name right, he'd answer you.
Yeah, I think that's
Why
your...
did you use such a challenging name, Sharp?
because I always choose down the
He just-
yeah. I'm your god's name. Afara?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so Afara, you reach out to Afara
Mhm.
to see what she knows, having built a lot of the policies, or being part of building part of the policies in Theros that would have probably driven them away from these lands. And she would let you know that that they have stayed to their spires ever since the gods came around. They
Mhm.
haven't been malicious, like they haven't come out to attack.
Yeah.
As far as she knows, they just kind of stay to themselves, and that they weren't as strong as the Titans, so they didn't really even try to fight the Titans at all. They
Yeah.
just kind of a lot of what they do is to maintain the history of Theros before the gods, as well as keep threats from the north coming into Theros.
Oh. So... I mean, I feel... Okay. I've prayed to Afara, and Farah has read me the tales. And I feel as though... I just don't think that they're our enemy. I think they want this world to exist as much as we do.
So maybe just ask her for it?
That's what I'm wondering. They seem like they're more... like librarians of the world.
Well, only one way to find out.
Where should we head first? Should we visit the scholar, or should we head straight for the queen?
Perhaps.
Go ahead. I'm thinking.
Perhaps Scholar will have information we seek.
And if they're friends, we could fly on his back all the way over there. And we could all have a good time, talk about it, regale stories, protect the crown, and head back to Melotis.
This could be easiest piece yet.
Easiest piece yet. Even easier than... Try to think what the easiest thing we fought was. Easier than the lion and bear in the arena. Or a wolf, I think it was. Sorry, it was a week ago. I've fought many things in that time. Alright, should we head up?
Yeah, you guys can head off. It takes a few days to get there, so you do get your long rest. You no longer have your fatigue, Igor. Or your exhaustion, sorry.
Yeah.
So it's kind of useless now that I think about it, but I did it anyway.
We didn't know what we were going to do.
It's true. And you guys start to scale the mountain. It is hot, but it's not unbearably hot, though you think it should be, because it does seem to not be just a mountain with the steam that seems to be coming out the top of it.
I take off my extra furs.
Is it kind of like unbearable? Like,
no, like it gets incredibly dry and it does get super hot, but it's not to the point where it's like, I can't handle this. You know, it seems like it should. If that makes sense.
Despite it being that hot, Amelia's still bouncing along like like seemingly unaffected.
And
Bouncy thing.
as you guys make it towards the peak, like let's say about 100 feet below the peak, where it's not a typical mountain peak where it comes to an actual peak. It's flat on the top.
Caldera.
Yeah, caldera. There is an opening that goes into the mountain.
A little cave, perhaps. I was going to say perhaps there's some shade. But
it does seem very well lit inside the cave as well, and you can hear bubbling coming from inside.
Do
Do you think
birds?
that's like the door?
Do birds often bubble or gurgle or? It might be a door. Do volcanoes usually have doors? Do mountains?
It is just
Well, I mean,
open.
he's gotta
There's no
live
like
here
door.
somewhere. Amelia will bounce over to like the entrance of the cave and be like, knock knock, and like wait for any noise.
You don't hear anything.
if it comes to a fight, should we just run?
Yes.
I feel like he could catch us if he really wanted to.
And we have to hope that he doesn't want to.
Amelia goes in.
Okay, Amelia goes in. The boys follow.
Alright, let's go.
You guys head in. It takes a little bit to go through this tunnel, but not incredibly long. And as you come into an opening within this mountainside, you can see in front of you the walls are just lined with bookshelves full of different kinds of books, from top to bottom. And there's ladders the old ladders that slide back and forth down bookcases. In one corner, you see a desk that's just covered in scrolls and bottles and different instruments. Another corner has this enormous globe in the middle, It's in the corner. It's an enormous globe. And there, next to you on your right, there's another desk covered. It seems messier than the desk that's in the far corner. As well as next to that globe, in a chair, there is a figure sitting there, and there is another figure that's reading a book with his back to you. In the middle of the room is a giant opening that seems to be where the light is coming from. The figure that's back turned to you, you can see he has like crimson red hair. He's wearing robes that are not lined. Like that, the trimmings are golden, as well as red and deep purples on his robes. And if DrPhage wants to describe the one sitting in the chair.
Oh shit.
So you see in the chair, probably not in their winter clothing now, but nearby, a human with very dark brown skin, completely shaved head, looking to be wearing kind of simple wraps of sorts, no armor on them necessarily, clean shaven as well. probably because they don't have their winter clothes on. The keen eye would see there is a mask of sorts, kind of affixed to their belt sash situation, along with the only weapon seems to be a dagger. And they're just kind of flipping idly through this book.
This is the most at home Ukrit has felt in this entire journey so far. Seeing this wide array of library. And I will say, because of my background, I do have library access. That is my thing. That's part of my background. Is that I get preferential treatment at libraries and stuff like that. Oh, this is a day I've waited for too long! I'm just like getting overwhelmed by all the books. Like, oh, hello!
This man will turn towards you. Well, hello there. Didn't expect visitors at these hours. Well, I already have one, I suppose. Why not some more?
Hello.
It's an honor to meet more scholars. It's been so long since I've been in the breadth of a book.
Oh, it's an honor to meet somebody who appreciates knowledge and the written word. Come in, just make yourselves at home.
Yes, thank you. I like almost immediately forget. I just start like looking at books and start like getting lost in like what type of titles and like what knowledge he's like could be held in such a grand library.
If you want to roll an investigation, and if you are looking for anything in particular, let me know.
Anything about like, I mean, obviously, anything about the area of like the elders and stuff like that, preferably.
Okay.
But like any kind of information that I might be missing out on, I guess. 17.
And what are the other three of you doing?
Amelia was going to, forgetting why they were actually here, bounce over to the one with the mask and be like, "What's your mask of?" Just right to his face.
Oh, hello. My mask is part of the philosophy that I keep, and I will kind of unattach it from my belt, and you see it's a oxidized version, and it would cover probably from like the nose up of their face, and it is a stylized Medusa head with yellow glasses for the eyes.
That's fun.
That is so weird. We just bought one of those.
Oh, that's... well, that is interesting. That is... Why were you fighting one of them?
She turned some important people to stone.
Did they
And we were
deserve
asked
to be
help.
turned to stone? Were
I
they...
just got there last second.
Were they interfering in her lair and her daily life?
No, because it belonged to the satyrs first, from what I understand.
Yeah. Well, she probably deserved it then.
What are you doing here?
I am... I am currently... There's... some that I knew when I was young. There was a certain affliction that took several of them, and I have been trying to find a cure for it. They're long gone, but hopefully I can prevent others from falling to it as well. It's taken me all across this land, and now I've found myself here, which is, so far, hasn't found anything, but it's a big library.
No. What kind of affliction?
It was terrible.
I'm forcing you to think now.
It was a terrible affliction. There was sores all over their body. It quickly reduced them so that they were not able to walk anymore, and then they just degraded from there. There was no name for it. It affected a small number. I'll roll up my arms, and I do have some sores healed scars on my arms, very faint, almost like chickenpox scars. Say, I managed to get a mild version of it, and by the blessings of Farika, was able to pull through, but that is why I dedicated myself to her and her ministrations to see if I can prevent others from succumbing to the disease as my friends did. What are you all doing in this fine library?
Oh, right. We were looking for the elder. Oops.
That's the man you were talking to before.
Yes, that would be me, yes.
Igor, what were we looking for again?
Yes, we have come here searching for the crown, frozen crown.
Oh, well, I don't have the crown. You're looking for my sister.
Your sister, the queen.
Oh, yes. The queen, yes. That's what she calls herself. A self-given title, really. Very materialistic, that one.
Oh, so not one to part with such things as a crown.
No, I don't think she'd be willing to give that up for free, no.
Not to save all of Theros.
That is a curious question. I don't know if she'd go for that or not. I mean, no Theros means no treasures for her. I don't know. That is a curious question.
It's true.
What can you...
Oh, you're reading your book. I was going to get to your book here.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Is it 17? You were looking for information on the elders in general, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So there was the three of them. The which area, the scholar, which is the phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes into further detail here with them. The sentinel was a goat, and the queen. There seems to be a lot missing on the queen.
Mm-hmm.
She's further north than everybody else and kind of stays away from it. Obviously, the scholar would probably normally know a little bit more because, as he said, it's his sister. But yeah, it seemed that again the scholar was about keeping the knowledge. The sentinel was about protecting from the north, and the queen was very materialistic and seeking the greatest treasures of Theros. Yeah.
Okay. Slam the book shut, put it back in the right spot. Tracing over like the dewey decimal system, make sure it's in the right spot. Excuse me. You said you're the scholar.
Yes, I am.
And I like hold out my hands to like shake his.
He'll shake your hand. It's
an honor. Oh, it's an honor to meet you. You must have so much knowledge that you've collected over all this time.
Yes, many years knowledge from before the gods. Try to keep as much of it here as we can to preserve it.
That's wonderful. I myself am much inclined, as I said, towards the books and knowledge. And I have to ask, what you said your sister is very materialistic. What else can you tell us about her? We're probably going to go at least try to have a word with her. Is she hostile? I didn't take you guys as very hostile, but I just don't know if approaching her, if she's going to just assault us or...
Not unless you make your intentions to be assaulting her. As you could probably tell by her self-given name, very, very bossy, that one. Thinks everybody should be worshipping her, so... I'm sure she will put you through that the instant you walk into her chambers.
And the sentinel, is it your brother, your sister?
Brother, yes. Unfortunately, he was lost to us many years ago. Was killed defending Theros from a threat to the north. This mountain lays empty currently.
So... then what of the threat?
We fortunately haven't had much come from the north since. He was able to kill that one in their fight. But it's up to me and my sister at this point, or the champions of Theros themselves.
So I suppose there's a chance your sister could be being harassed by the North as we speak.
Possibly.
Do you speak often?
No, I haven't spoke to her since we took our places at the spires, before the gods were around.
It's lonely.
I've got my books, and I'm just trying to get all the knowledge I can before my inevitable passing.
I understand. I spoke to the spiders.
Kind of gesture toward our new friend. Do you get, but I'm still I'm talking to the scholar. Do you get many visitors?
No, not very often. We're kind of out of the way of the rest of Theros. Typically, if we're getting visited, it's not for a good reason. A lot of bandits and people trying to steal from us. As you could imagine, a lot of worth here and with my sister.
When you die, do you just turn back into an egg and then it restarts?
Oh, you're speaking of my other form, yes. Yeah, as long as it's natural death, I am reborn. There is a way to kill phoenixes, but I don't think I'll disclose that with you.
Fair.
Do you remember your past life?
I keep them all here in these books, so then I can catch up again.
Well.
Now I kind of wish I didn't bring my children to Melodies.
Let's say that we were to try and barter with the queen for her crown. What do you think she might have an eye for?
She has so many things, I don't know. Well, you do seem to have a very unusual weapon upon you. I don't know if you'd be willing to part with that, but she would definitely have her eye on it. If you're not willing to part with it, I would keep it close to you.
Well, it was fun while it lasted.
Where did you get that? It's very shiny.
Well, I'm very close with the gods, so they tend to do lots of things on my behalf. I am very grateful.
Oh, God gave you that.
Got a spear.
If you want to keep it, hold it close, because that's definitely something she would want to keep.
I will give anything for this cause.
I think maybe our trip down south is paying off a little.
Besides our dead friend.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yes. I'm sorry to hear that. My condolences.
It's alright. So you existed before the gods.
Yes.
How does one become a god?
Well, most of them were created by the people of Theros through their beliefs and looking up into Nyx. Others, like Athreos and Heraclos, were turned into gods through their deeds or through the needs of the gods themselves.
Sorry to press. What happens when you become god? You become very busy. You cannot answer everyone's prayers.
Well, the gods get their powers through their followers. So the more followers, the more powerful. I suppose they would have a lot to tend to, especially for a newer god, because there wasn't really anybody covering what you were doing before. Unless they replaced an old god, and in that case, they pick up where the other one left off.
Also assuming that they're praying to the new god.
Too.
So the gods are more powerful the more people worship.
Yes. Yes, the gods rely on the people of Theros to give them their power. If they start to lose followers, eventually to a point, they will cease to exist as gods. There have been many gods that you don't know about even that have gone out of existence because the followers no longer thought them worthy of having those powers.
Yes, right. It's when we were back in Orskos, the gods had no sway there because the people of Orskos refuse the gods. They don't believe the gods. They don't think of the gods. So they really only have power where you let them have power.
Then I do
Why
this
did
quest.
you...
I do this quest in Herok's name.
One of the newer gods, yes. Well, if you want him to continue to be a god and be able to contend with the others, be sure to spread the word of him, gain followers for him.
You could put that down in one of your books.
I will do that.
Why, Leonin, sorry I haven't caught your name yet. Why did you send eggs to Melody? Why did you send eggs to Melody? You said you were glad that you had sent them to Melody.
No,
Or
I
is that
said
out
I
of
wish I. No, I think. Oh, that was fine. I could say it. I probably would have said it in character too. Oh, those are my children. I sent my children to Melodies, but I kind of wish I would have brought them here. It's really nice and warm and knowledge everywhere. And well, this man's a bird. He might be able to raise them better.
So where did the eggs come from?
Oh, my girlfriend. She died.
Who was?
She died. Who was? Her name? Cynthia. My girlfriend Cynthia. She was a harpy and she passed. Leaving 4 children.
That
I adopted them.
You
How?
have harpy eggs.
Yes.
Be careful with those. They're twisted creatures.
Well, given the most of the time, I'd say a creature can become savage based on their surroundings. And if you give them the opportunity, they can get a much better life. When your needs are taken care of, there's less reason to act out, I should say.
Nurture over nature.
Yes.
Were you part of the fertilization process?
No, I just said I adopted them.
Oh, I
They
missed
were
that.
abandoned. They were abandoned, and I took them.
Mr. Scholar,
Yes.
you're a phoenix.
I say
and
abandoned as in their parent was dead. No, I didn't just walk into a cave and just take any old eggs. Let me make that clear. I'm not an egg napper.
lay that on the table there.
I can see the face you are making.
You have the powers of reincarnation.
Correct, yes.
Can you do it for another?
Unfortunately, no, it's only for me. The power of Phoenix.
Not even something so small.
No, unfortunately, it only applies to me. I don't know magic, as it were. Just the attribute of a phoenix.
Igor, maybe you could turn into a phoenix.
Would something like that be in one of these books?
Possibly.
Did you lose someone, Igor?
No, not me. I mean, I've lost many, but what I speak of is not for me.
Okay.
Is anything
Igor,
else
if you
I can help you with, or
Igor, if you ever need to talk, there's quite a good regiment of therapists in Melites.
Or your friends.
Well, I'm not accredited.
That explains a lot.
Is there anything else I can help you with here, or I can leave you to these books if you'd like.
If we weren't so time pressed, I'd probably spend days here, looking around at all the books that he's only looked through like one or two.
If you're going to, I forget the name of this one. Winter's Heart. This could help you. And he reaches back into his long crimson hair, plucks out a single hair, and as he does it and holds it in front of him, it bursts into flames and turns into a feather. Carry this on you, it'll help you with that terrible, terrible terrain.
It's so pretty.
He'll hold it out for everyone's second.
Wait, is it just a
Amelia
feather, or did
will
you say it was
totally
like
grab it.
turned into a bird? Sorry.
It was a feather. Immediately.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just a feather.
Okay. Ooh.
He's like, yoink! Ooh.
Warm.
Like I said, access to the books are yours. Otherwise, say hello to my sister for me.
Blue.
I require rest. He'll walk over the shelf, put the book back that he took, and then walk to the open ring in the middle of the floor and fall into it.
So you three are going to go try to get the crown from the Queen of the Elders.
I look to Igor. Yes.
And this is to save the world?
Yes.
According to Karametra sent me here in Akros, who sent you on it initially?
Athreos.
Athreos.
The god of passage. It's quite a long story, and I just regaled it like 3 days ago. But Athreos basically is letting us know that there's a plot against Theros, and he sent us on a quest for 5 items to help us defeat this evil. And well, Igor and I, we've only collected 2 so far,
And you lost one of your companions recently doing this?
You've lost 2.
We
lost one trying to get the eye of a Cyclops, and we lost the other trying to get this shiny spear of Igor's.
Well, it sounds like you'll need a doctor. I'll be coming with. We'll figure out payment on the way.
Payment? Question mark.
Oh,
Money.
I mean, if you're going to be saving the world, I'm assuming you'll have payment somewhere along the way. Again, we can discuss details as we go. I don't need payment up front. I'll keep track of it, and I'll invoice you. We'll start monthly. We'll go from there.
I'm a cleric. We don't need a doctor.
Well, you've had 2 people die, so maybe you need another doctor. I'm also handy in a fight.
What is your skill set? You do magic? Do you do sword?
I unsheathe the dagger and say, I'm really good at stabbing and hitting things. Would you
Well,
like a
hit your
demonstration?
I say the more the merrier, I guess.
Of course. But just know that this is a very dangerous job.
Oh, yes, I'll be charging you hazard pay as well.
I don't have gold.
There
We
is
can
a
discuss that.
50% chance that you will not come back alive.
I mean, depending on how you look at it, anytime you leave, there's a chance you wouldn't come back.
It's true. Except for
Even
me.
if you stay in one place, you may not even survive any longer.
Right?
I do have a lot of money waiting for me in Melatis. So that might help cover some of the costs. If not all of it.
Excellent.
I was gonna put that in towards college for my children, but hopefully we just don't get sick.
You know, Crit, once we save world, maybe we become famous and make lots of money, and you'll not have to work another day in your life.
Oh, I don't work a day in my life as it is. I'm a thinking man.
Is gold really that important? Alright.
So you're one of those philosophers.
Yes, I do a lot of thinking and a lot of good in my town, and we do a lot of help for everyone.
How's your thinking helped people?
Well, how has my thinking helped people? Well, I saved children as of just now. I have 2 children waiting for me now.
So you've saved things related to you, not really helping.
Oh, they're not related to me. I adopted them.
Related in the
True.
general sense, I figured you would understand that. Related
Well,
as
see?
in connected to you.
My thinking and philosophies have led me here. So I think that works out.
How did you help people in Melatis with your thinking?
In Melatis?
Yes, that's where you said you're from.
Yes. We've helped.
How did it-
We've come up with ways to help the poor.
How?
Ways to help. How?
Yes, how?
Well, we've come up with let's see. I haven't thought that far. I haven't thought that much detail into his Melatis life.
Don't worry too much. He thinks so much, it just goes on. Don't worry.
Oh, I've had a lot of experience with thinking people.
You are a doctor and you do not think?
Oh, I think, but I also do. That's how things can happen.
Yes. Correct. Yes.
There's a lot of people in Melatis who just do the thinking and leave the doing for
In
hope.
Melatis, we believe in magic. We believe in the use of magic to better everyone's lives.
Didn't better my life.
Well, and right now you're searching for more. It's not bettering your life, it's bettering the life of everyone who comes after you. For if you were not inflicted, you would not be here looking for a cure for this affliction. And if you were not here looking for a cure for this infliction, perhaps no one would ever find it.
So because I survived, I have worth now? So the ones that died before are worthless?
No one put worth on them. They were worth something because they drove you to help those in the future.
I see.
Those in the past happen. Things in the past happen so that the future can happen.
Future will happen no matter what.
I
Future
believe
will
that's
not.
what me and Igor are here to make sure happens.
There will not be future if we do not do.
And I think on that note, we will end the session. I wanted to let the roleplay go on for a little bit because I don't get a lot. Yeah, thank you guys. It was a little bit longer of an episode or a session, but Hey, we're in the mayhem now, baby.
Yeah! Mayhem!
Thank you all for joining us with a very good session. I will say we have one major and one minor that rolls over to the next session. I didn't want to bombard these guys, especially after a death, with those effects. So I have them here. I have them written down. I have them ready to go for next time. And we have some information about the queen who lives within the Winter's Heart. So we'll deal with that next time. And yeah, thank you guys again so much for joining us. If you guys want to give a little bit of a sign off, let people know where to find you, you can do that. We can start with Grizz.
What?
If you want to tell them where they can find you, introduce, just say yourself.
Hello, I am Grizlocke. You can find me on YouTube and Twitch at that name. And here on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Sundays for all 3 of those shows.
Yes. Then we have Ukrit, aka Bumble.
Hey, you can find me. My name is Bumblescum on most things. I do Fridays. We record for my podcast that I do a lot of DMing for. I have several campaigns that I'm DMing. That's on Slime Basher, or you can find my podcast either on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, or my website, Bumblescum.com. It's the Interdimensional Library. We've got 5 episodes out right now of our Immortality campaign that Sharp is in. BakaZombie here. And yeah, that's me.
We have DrPhage, what's now past Sparks, and now did we get your character's name this session?
You did not say their name. So previously Sparks, currently Dyrem. If you want to find me, I guess I'm on Twitter, Little Growth. I post a lot of things on there, D&D, and then other related things as well.
And of
This
course,
is the only show I'm on.
Yeah.
last but not least, AbnormalChemist holding it down as Amelia.
Yeah, AbnormalChemist. To find me on Twitch and Twitter, it's a 0, not an O. And yeah, you can catch me here Wednesdays or Mondays on Amoris. That's free.
And be sure to join us here Sunday and Monday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our other shows, as well as follow all our socials. And it looks like we're going to be raiding Chaotic Calling, so be sure to go over there and give them some love and let them know that we sent you there. And we'll see you next Wednesday for some more Mythic Odysseys of Theros.
Yee.